Hello everyone, this is Dr. Cui. So in this video, I would like to talk about another very important application material during your residency application, the personal statement. I would say that it's very important because if you can write an excellent personal statement, the program director may be impressed by your story and and will show interest in your application and send an invitation, interview invitation um, after reading your personal statement. Well, if your personal statement is very bad and the PD probably won't show any interest in your application as well, so you probably won't get the interview invitation from their program. So I can give you an example of mine. So one of the interview I got from a program director, she told me that she is very interested in my application because after reading my personal statement, she was impressed by by the story I mentioned in it, and also um, uh, she was impressed by my achievements. So that's why she want to see me, and she think I she thought that she thinks that I should be a good candidate to her program. So uh, no, so that's why I I mentioned that the personal statement is very important during your application. So I hope you can also write a great personal statement um, uh, when you are trying to apply for the residency program. Now let's get started. So in order to write a good personal statement, in the first paragraph, it's better to use a unique story to hook the reader. I mentioned a unique story, it should be your own story. And it can be a touching story when you were in the clinic or a great achievement in your life. So, um, so actually, you can mention that during this experience, you learn how to become a better person, and so and uh, and that experience drive you to pursue the medicine to become a good doctor. So in the at the end of the first paragraph, you can mention about it as a reflection in the end. And and also, so actually, I just want to emphasize it. It should be a unique story. So that story should be based on your own experience. I believe everyone should have their own story, and you just need some time to think about it and just remember those interesting stories and touching stories, and put it down in the first paragraph to hook the reader. And so just think about it. And for the applicants with many experience, like a clinical experience or research experience, you can just emphasize an important achievement in each period you during your career, and just put that achievement in one paragraph. And also, you should mention the reason why you want to move to the next episode and what you gained from this experience. Just make sure that you put all of these things in that paragraph. Add a reflection at the end of each paragraph to mention that what you learned from it, and also make a smooth transition to the next episode to mention that why you want to change your career or why you want to move from China to US, something like that. Just make it make the transition smoothly and reasonable for each paragraph. And for the applicants with little experience, I would suggest you to focus on your medical school experience and your USCE, and how does this experience drive you to continue clinical training in the US. And of course, you don't have to follow my suggestion. You can definitely uh, create your own personal statement based on your own experience, your own stories. So I just give you just give you some suggestion how to uh, write your own experience in each paragraph. And if you join some tutor classes, those tutors may recommend you to add a hobby in the last paragraph for the personal statement. Actually, I didn't do that because I have a lot of clinical and research experience. So most of my those experience actually I need a lot of paragraphs to mention those mention them. So I don't have enough space to write down to put down the hobbies in my personal statement. And also, if I add a hobby in the personal statement, it seems like my personal statement is not very smoothly if the reader after reading it. So that's why I just eliminate it. And 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 also you should mention your goal after complete all training in the beginning and in the end. You should mention that. So for example, if you want to become a cardiologist, you can mention it in the first paragraph, and then the end of and and in the end of paragraph, you can mention that all of the experience drive you to become a cardiologist. So just just make sure that the whole personal statement focus on on that goal or the dream. So it's just like a thread in the whole story. So actually everything you did and and all of your experience, uh, you 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 had just focus on this goal, focus on this on your dream. So you should you should mention it. So that's why I suggest you to mention it in the beginning and the end of your personal statement. And also for the personal statement, if you have some connections in some programs, you should write down a personalized PS for that program. You can definitely mention the people, the name of those people you know in their program, in that personal statement. And if you complete the USCE in that program, and you definitely need to write a personalized PS to apply for that program. And actually, if you check the website for some programs, they need you to mention their name and why you want to choose their program in your personal statement. So and so just be careful to check their application requirement on the website. So and also for the community program, and you probably want to focus more on your clinical skills in your personal statement. While for the university program you are trying to apply for, you need to mention more of your research experience. So and also prepare different personal statement for apply for different specialties. For example, if you apply for the pathology, so you definitely cannot use the personal statement to apply for the internal medicine. So you need to be careful of that. And also, I strongly suggest you prepare for the personal statement in advance, like 3 to 4 months before the ERAS open to programs, and complete it 1 month before the ERAS open to the programs. Because if you check my video timeline for application of residency program in the US, I actually strongly recommend you to send the letter of interest 1 month before the ERAS open to the programs. So in the letter of interest, you can definitely attach your personal statement, your CV, and ERAS application file in that email to let the program director read it before in advance. Because once the ERAS open to the programs, the program director would be very busy, and they will have no time to read your email. So that's why I strongly recommend you to complete your personal statement in advance, like 1 month before ERAS open, in order to save some time to send the ROI in advance. And also during preparing the personal statement, you can join some group for discussion and modification of your PS. Because if you think you're ready to go good, you have already done a great job for your personal statement. But probably you want to pay attention to the details, and so it's better to let other people to help you to modify it, give you some recommendations, and also at last but not least, ask help for native speaker to help you check the grammars and other language errors if you are not a native speaker. So that's all of my suggestion for write a good personal statement. And and the, and for the personal as I mentioned, if you write a bad personal statement, the PD won't show interest in your application. So now I just want to let you know that something you cannot do for the personal statement. Don't use corny stories. So like for example, so like your relative has this and this drive you to pursue medicine, or one of your relative is a doctor and you want to be a doctor as well. So actually, a lot of applicants already use this kind of old stories. So so PD actually hate it, and actually this is based on the book which is called A Successful Match. So actually, this book summarized all of the PD's comments for how to write a good personal statement and what kind of personal statement is the best personal statement. So I just want to let you know that don't use those old stories in your PS, and also don't repeat your CV for your PS, because you have already put all of your experience in your CV, so you don't. So PD actually don't want to say it again in the PS. So think about it. Write something unique, special things for your PS, and it cannot be too long. 1 to 2 pages after converting to ERA style should be fine. And if it's too long, PD won't have enough time to finish it. So 1 to 2 pages should be friendly to the reader. And don't copy others, yes, because I know a lot of PD has software to check for plagiarism. So they would know that if you use other people's, yes, so if they find it, this will be a very big problem. Not only you, but also other people will get trouble. So don't do that. So now in the end of this topic, I just wanted to let you know that the personal statement is very important and may give you a chance to get an interview, and also try your best to write a great personal statement. And firstly, you need to impress yourself, and next you need to impress the reader. So good luck.